Ready. Get on and sit on a song. Sit on a sound.
Oh, good morning, good morning.
Of course it'll be good. It's Chad, you cow. Let Chad work.
So, last time we walked down this trail, and you see that trail?
Yeah.
And you see the river, right? Okay, so we hiked all the way down this hill to that river, no way to get down.
No way.
So then we had to climb back up this mountain and go around this big one all the way back. First day. So the story I'm telling the girls is about the first time we came down Crack in the Wall almost 2 years earlier. I made a massive navigational mistake with our group of 8 that is a great lesson for any of you taking this route. Once we had finished lowering our packs, we made our way down the trail that looked like the most direct route to the river. We just got down the Crack. Now we're heading into the gulch. Whew. Even researching this path online, there is not one mention of the correct way to go down, and you can easily make this mistake.
That green patch down there, that little green patch, that's Coyote Gulch. That's where the Escalante River flows through. That's where we're headed.
To its billing, it was exciting and very a trail that is a trail but isn't a trail that leads to about a 50-foot drop.
Once we reached the bottom, I was horrified to realize there was a 50-foot sheer cliff with no way down. So something strange happened. The path that seemed the most obvious to go down was not the right path. We ended up down by the river, and it was drop-offs. So we went up something very unconventional.
There ain't no better lesson than real life experience.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
I hate everybody right now.
Assessing our only options, there was no way to actually walk the cliff edge to see if there was another way down. So we were ultimately forced to climb back up the very, very steep sand dune. So here's what you look for once you finish lowering the packs. Look down the canyon and you will see the gigantic rock mountain in the middle. And Stevens Arch will be on your right. You want to take the trail on the left, even though visually the trail on the right seems like the correct path. As soon as you pass the mountain, you will see the trail leading down to the river. So scary thinking we weren't going to find a way down this thing. Kids made it down. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. First day.
With the backpack.
With the backpacks. Up that sand dune like this.
Oh my.
Amazing, right? It's worth that little bit of suffering.
What's the way? That way? No.
We go straight down that way.
Can't believe I'm gonna be here for 4 days.
Yeah, right down the
in
middle.
my house.
So we're sliding through the crack in the wall. So you're just gonna slide down on your butt and there's a little foothold on the right. Crack in the wall is exactly what it says. A huge crack in the side of the mountain. Unless you happen to have a wingsuit or Alex Honnold as your hiking buddy, this is the only way to get down to the trail. You will have to navigate this crack a couple times, bringing smaller items down first to get to the sand dune trail, which is 100 feet below. However, this crack slowly narrows to about 12 inches wide. Unless you are using a day pack, it would be extremely difficult to get a full-size backpack through this narrow space. What's happening? So the technique most people use is to leave the big packs at the top of the cliff. Then carry all your loose or delicate gear down first. Tent poles, camera gear, or anything else fragile.
I'm gliding that up is easier, so we're doing that harder.
Juju!
Yay!
Getting there. Woo! Doing good?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
What's happening?
Just get inside the canyon.
Nice.
Look at this.
Yeah. Crazy. All right.
Wow.
Here we go, up and around.
Where?
Up through that little hole. Yep.
Chad. That's so crazy. I don't think that's here.
Slide down that one on the left.
There? There?
Yep. Oh, you made it. Okay, what'd you think of that? Once you get those items down to the bottom, climb back up through the crack to retrieve the big packs. You will then take 100 feet of rope to slowly lower the packs down to each level. Keep your eye out for the grooves cut into the rock from all the previous backpackers who have lowered their packs. You don't need expensive climbing rope. Just some simple half-inch nylon rope will do, as you are only lowering packs with it. This is a slow and tedious process. Plan on spending a good 45 minutes to an hour at this section. I would even suggest planning on having a lunch break and hydrating at this part before the final descent, as there's plenty of shade to cool off.
Woohoo! Teamwork! Loving it!
Yeah. Take a look there.
Restroom.
Bathroom for the girls! Yeah.
That's not true.
Really?
Yeah.
You can poop there.
You can poop there.
Really?